It's your host, Audrey here, and want to start out by shouting out our certified Sam Stans on our certified Sam Stan tier on Patreon. Say that 5 times fast. That was a lot. We're so grateful to you guys who are on that tier because it's our highest tier. So we want to say thank you directly. So thank you, Kuda, Killabees, Templeton, and Elizabeth. We love you. Thanks for your support. And if you're not on Patreon, come check us out. There's a lot of fun extra stuff for you guys every month and every week. And to every one of you who has come back to join us for our 3rd season, welcome back. We love you. Without further ado, let's get into it. Y'all, I'm so excited. We don't have to, as of episode 2, season 3, we no longer have to go by like 40-minute Zoom meetings. We because of Patreon, because of you listeners being so generous, I was able to upgrade my Zoom and we're not using the free version anymore. And so it sounds a little better. God. It's gonna be easier for me to edit because I don't have to download like 4 or 5 different like things to edit together. It's just gonna be one. It feels so official.
I was counting on one of those breaks to go and get my dinner from the door.
Unfortunately,
you'll just have to run.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, listeners.
Way to go, Patreon.
Way to go, supporters.
We're so grateful. Also, Christy got a new like mic set, so she's got a microphone and headphone set, and so like she sounds incredible. So our sound quality is elevated a little bit more, and my editing process is about to be so much easier. So thank you guys so much.
Yay.
You really appreciate it. So obviously Christy's on with us, Ella's on with us, I'm Audrey.
Hello.
This is episode 2 of season 3, and we are going to be covering 2 I think pretty fun episodes. We've got The Kids Are All Right and Bad Day at Black Rock. So 1 for sure will be really, really fun. But I'm super interested in discussing the first one. So let's get into it. The summary for The Kids Are All Right. I do not know what I was thinking. Like I got this one confused with After School Special, which I was like, this doesn't seem like when this episode happens. And it's not. Like, doesn't happen for a whole other like season. So essentially the cold open is insane. This little girl is being super clingy to her mom. Her like dad, they're like divorced, and her dad has to bring her to mom's house because she won't stop crying for her mom. And she's just like, don't ever make me go back over there. Like, daddy's mean and there are monsters there. And so we're thinking like, oh, the monsters are at his house. Like, that's probably going to be the issue. And then by the end of the cold open, he falls on his table saw back first, and just very bloody, horrible death. And then there's like a rocking chair in the background that's rocking by itself. So that was really spooky. So totally threw me off because I have no memory of the show that I have seen multiple times. And I was like, so like a ghost child or something. No. It's changelings, which are terrifying. So we end up with the boys. Sam is still like kind of trying to get Dean out of his, like secretly get him out of his deal. And then Dean is still kind of like horny on Maine, just wants to go hook up wherever he can. So he sees that there's maybe an issue in, was it Sicily? Yeah. And so was it in Indiana?
Indiana, Sicily, Indiana.
Okay.
Like that.
That sounds
I was
right.
like, it's one of those states. In Texas, we just know about Texas. We're bad at geography. I apologize to Sicily. So he's like, I remember this girl that I was like super into. Her name's Lisa. So maybe like we go there, we check it out, and I can maybe like hook up. So they go. We get to meet her. She actually has a son, And we're going to get into if this is Dean's child. I know they say it's not, but you can't convince me it's not. And he realizes from being at this party that in the neighborhood, there's been a lot of weird stuff that's been going on. And in fact, the chainsaw guy, the table saw guy, actually is in that neighborhood who had like a freak accident. There've been multiple things. So they eventually figure out that it's changelings and the kids like abduct the changelings like abduct the children and like keep them in cages and they feed off the parents and eventually the boys are able to defeat them. I don't remember how. How do they do this? How do they defeat the changeling?
Fire. They
Oh,
Fire.
that's
set
right.
them on
Fire.
fire.
Flamethrowers.
They set the mom one on fire
And
and
then
all the
all
kids
of
go
them
up.
disappear. That's right. And it's really well done, like super spooky, super spooky. And then at the I think like Ruby's in this a few times, and like we get the mystery of her, it like still like kind of in and out, but we still don't really know a lot about it. And then like the episode is over. So um I think this one is written by Kripke, Sarah Gamble, and it said Jeremy Carver. That's the three that it has, and it was directed by Philip
Rika?
Skrika. Yeah, I'm like that is an interesting name. So we'll just take note of that, and we can come back to that later. If we like the writing and directing, or if we want to rag on them or whatever. But that's kind of it. Like that's it's straightforward in a way. But I think that it's really nice and fun because it does horror really well, in my opinion, because I was spooked. Like I was spooked. So where do you guys want to start?
Well, I just need to start with Kathleen Monroe.
Mhm.
She's Katie's mom.
Yes,
I don't think she gets a name. She's not
she
credited with a
doesn't.
name.
I looked it up and that's what she's called because I was like, I recognize this actress.
She's in a lot of stuff, and I think it's a Canadian thing. The I only know her from Stargate Universe, but I loved her in Stargate Universe because she played an interesting role.
Hmm.
Um, but we're not talking about Stargate Universe. That's a whole different show. But I recognized her from there. And then I also thought I recognized Katie, her kid, but when I went to go look up that actress, I haven't seen anything else that she's in.
Yeah,
So
me
she looks
neither.
so familiar to me,
Hmm.
but I
Hmm.
can't, she's not in anything else that I've seen. So, um, uh, anyway, I'm supposed to love Lisa and, Ben, but
We
I really like Katie's mom. I just think
can love them all. I really
I
like
love
Lisa
Katie's mom.
too. I think Lisa's such an interesting character. And I'm glad that they don't kind of like show her to us and then leave. We never hear about her again. So I
Yeah.
like that
Hmm.
she does come back and that she is kind of an important part of Dean's life eventually.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I thought the little girl was like really scary.
She did
Yes.
such a good job of
She was
being
scary.
like, uh,
Dead-eyed, like kind
yeah,
of like
un un
deadpan face.
uncanny valley type.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
She creeped
yes.
me out, dude.
Although when my kid is saying, "Dad is mean and there are monsters there," I'm like, "Cool, all right." So we're going to court for sole custody.
I know, like, what do you mean?
There are monsters and your dad is mean.
See, I took her word for it at first because I forgot what the
Mhm.
monster was. So I was like, fuck this guy. And then like
Yeah,
he gets murdered, and I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, wait.
fuck that guy.
And they had
So
those
then
little those
that
sucker bruises on the back of all the moms' necks. It was like really
Ugh.
creepy. And I was like,
Yes, yes. And he's like, I gotta say, like, for a guy who is in a show called Supernatural, like, it is not a wise decision to stay up until 1 a.m. fixing a rocking horse in your garage. Like, don't do
no,
that
especially
if you're
by
in a show.
yourself.
You're
I do
begging to get supernaturaled.
Yeah.
I
And
do love that we're told that this is like, a bad guy, dad's mean, and then it immediately cuts to dad in his garage at 1 a.m. trying to fix a rocking horse.
that's clearly hers
Yeah.
because it's small. Yeah,
What a
it's
dick. Wait.
what an asshole. What an asshole.
She
Um,
lied. She lied on
she
her dad's name.
lied. So like I wonder if she
Hmm.
is already changelinged.
Yes, 100%.
I did not think through that because the moms get drained, but the dads get dead,
That's why,
Hmm.
well,
right? But since they're separated, she has to make an excuse to get to the mom
that's what they're saying is anyone that got in the way died. And she was like, I need to get back to my mom. And
because
that's why she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she can't live off the dad.
No, which is,
Yeah. Men are useless. We know.
I know, I'm like, that's a metaphor for something.
That's something. That is something right there.
Yeah, for
So this
sure.
guy, who's actually probably a decent dude because he's
Hmm.
fixing a rocking horse at 1 a.m., gets supernaturaled, um,
Very, very violent death. Very violent.
Hmm.
violently supernatural. But this is like going back to like this is what you expect from the cold open
Yeah.
of a supernatural episode.
We get a lot of kind of brutal, violent moments in these
Yeah,
two episodes. Even if
we
Yeah.
they're kind of
definitely do.
played for a laugh in the second one, it's still kind of crazy. So, um, do we want to talk about Sam trying to hide what he's doing from Dean or like because it is a motif, it is like kind of a reoccurring thing and kind of like talk through like why he feels it's necessary because he's talking to Bobby on the phone and then Bobby's, he's trying to work through this thing with Bobby like quickly because Dean's coming back and then he's like a really bad liar because he's like, oh, I was just
God,
ordering pizza at
ordering
a
pizza.
restaurant and Dean's like, weird, you make weirder tongue and it's like y'all are
I
dorks
know.
but like
I was like, the bitter Sam girl in me is like, Sam wouldn't be that dumb. But then the sunflower Sam girl in me is like, aw, so cute.
I mean
Yeah.
What a
and
Yeah.
flustered little
it's okay for him
giant.
not to
I
be
love him.
perfect. I think it's okay for him to
Right?
be flustered from time to time
I think it's really funny. But
and
I
it's
also think he
cute.
could lie better than ordering pizza in a restaurant. I mean,
It might
that
just
seems
be what
weird.
he's used to defaulting to because they're usually like in a
Ordering a
motel
pizza.
room. And
I
now he
mean,
got
yeah.
caught like in a restaurant and he just like defaulted to his
Yeah,
motel
just a default
Yeah.
excuse
panic.
and
Yeah.
then was
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Well, shit.
I am kind of like just I just feel like pizza even though we're here.
We're here, but I was like, pizza.
It
And
was just
also,
cute.
can we talk about the TV magic where he's like translating stuff on his laptop and it's like got like a progress bar of how far the translation is when like that is not how that works
Yes.
at
Yes. But
all.
it's really cute because then you're like, he's
So
like, hurry,
funny.
hurry, hurry. And
Oh,
Dean's like banging on
oh,
the window, like, I'm coming in. And then, like, yeah. So he's under a
oh.
lot of pressure, I think, too, because, like, I
Hmm.
do think he knows, like, obviously they're on a clock, anyways, because he's going to die within a matter of months.
Mhm.
And what do I do? Like, what do I do? So I don't know. I kind of feel bad for him because he's like much more like heightened anxiety all the time than probably he's ever been. I mean, he I- everything last season, the season before about himself. And so I
Mhm.
do feel like there's less urgency there because it's more just like I need to figure these things out to stop something bad. But this is like to save Dean. So like he's like,
Right.
It's a lot more personal. Weirdly,
yeah,
it feels a lot more personal.
because he doesn't value his own safety
Yeah,
as much as he
which
values
is
Dean.
Right.
very, very sad. I don't like it.
And I wanted to also point out how gross Dean is about like talking about Lisa and how she's like, oh, she's a yoga teacher and
The
calls
bendiest
her
weekend of my life.
Gumby girl. And I'm like,
Ugh.
can you do
And he's
anything?
pokey.
Like anything that Dean wants, could it be less objectifying women and more like meaningful, please? Like this is what you want to spend the last year of
It
your life just being a gross person.
And he references his dying wish. Like, I found that to be the grossest thing to me was like, I'm gonna get anything I want. All I have to
Just
do
keep
is
doing that.
remind my little brother that I'm dying,
Then I'm dying.
that
And
I'm
it's
dying
it's
because of
for
him.
him. Yeah, and that was the thing too, where I was just like, because Sam even says, "How many like dying wishes are you gonna have? Like, what do you mean?"
Yep.
So
Ugh.
I actually had to double check who
Hmm.
wrote this episode
Hmm.
because especially when we have that scene with Dean at the party
Hmm.
and you have Lisa's two girlfriends there in the back
I want to talk about
going
that.
going, "Oh, well that's Dean. Best
The
night of my
Dean.
life, the Dean." It's like a man has to have written this.
For
Like
sure.
Yeah.
there is no way a woman would have written, oh, Sarah Gamble helped write it. What?
Here's what I said because I laughed about this. I was like, of course, Dean's the best night of their life. They're suburban moms. Like, who else have they been with since then? Probably some suburban husband. And they only get by in their sad, like vanilla life by looking back on like a moment in time when they dated a guy in a leather jacket. Like, to
When
me,
their friend dated a guy in a leather
yeah.
jacket,
Right.
even.
And that's like what I kind of laughed about because I think some people use this as an example of why Dean's the best in bed because we do have this conversation often on this podcast. And I'm like, you can't base it on like the fantasy of an unsatisfied like suburban housewife. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's
It's not
just
like
not
having
relevant.
sex is her job and she forgets to get paid.
Right, which is how we know Sam is canonically the best, which we've already stated many times and will never stop saying. But I thought that was interesting too. And I thought I read it as funny because he also is kind of awkward about it, like, hi, and he walks away. Like he's not basking in it. I think it's kind of
He
cringe
walks
to
the wrong
him
way and then he
too.
walks a different way. Like he's
Yeah.
just like,
He's like,
he's
oh,
flustered.
yeah.
He
So
is flustered.
it was, to me, it read less gross and more cringe because Dean was not into it. He was like, oh, this is weird. Bye.
Yeah. When they're like probably the same age, and if it was 10 years ago, he'd be into it or whatever. But women age and men just
Well, and these women
mature.
have aged and they've become mothers. And that changes the way you view, like, if you're the kind of man that Dean is, that often changes the
Mm-hmm.
way that they view women in general, anyways.
Which right, which I think is kind of part of the deal of Lisa having become a mom because now it's like he had this idea that he was going to have another very bendy weekend.
Yeah, eight
Yeah.
Like
years
that
later,
she
you think
hasn't
she's
moved
still a
on.
yoga teacher.
Yeah. She hasn't
He
moved on at all.
he's totally just gonna walk in the he has no problem just walking up to the door and
Hmm.
expecting to just pick right back up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
call. I don't know how if that was something that the 2000s was cool with, but like as a millennial, like people just like coming by unannounced is terrifying to me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Send me a text or something. And I mean, I'm sure he doesn't have her number anymore, but I'm just like, you remember where she lived? She lived in this house 8 years ago on a yoga teacher's like pay. Like it just was strange to me. But maybe he like looked her up or something when he got there. But I want to talk about Ben
Ben.
because he is adorable. I don't think he's a great actor, but I
But
also
he's
think
a cute kid.
cutie cutie.
Hmm.
And I don't really love the writing they gave him. Here, my
Right.
questions were, are they implying that interest in classic rock is genetic? Are they implying interest in cars is genetic? And are they implying that the type of jargon you use in your language is genetic? Because like he has all the same interests as Dean. He has the same like style and he like talks like him. And I was just like, uh, what? There has to have been another way you guys could have written this where it would have felt more like he was taking after Dean in a more like believable way. It
Right.
was so silly to me.
Like personality
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
attitude can kind of like,
Hmm.
so he's adventurous and he maybe doesn't like to be tied down or something, but he's not going to have the same exact, he's this 8-year-old kid is not going to be super jazzed about getting an AC/DC CD.
Yeah, it's so cringe.
It's so bad. And I also cannot get over um this kid being like, "Oh yeah, the ladies." And then
The
as he's
chicks,
the
chicks love
chicks,
it.
The
and then when he
chicks.
goes into the bounce house or whatever, he's like, "Look out, ladies, here comes trouble." And I'm just like, "Why did you make the small child say that?"
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why did you make him say that?
I
I'm sure
know.
he said worse because actors, but damn it. Gross.
Yeah.
This
And
kid is so cute. I don't want him there.
yeah, and well, and I just thought it was odd that um I just thought that was odd. Like you
Hmm.
can make him like y'all were saying, like adventurous and like cute and like spontaneous, like Dean, but like you don't have to he's not going to be a clone of Dean.
Right, he's not going to be a
Right.
mini Dean in personality.
Hmm.
When Dean didn't even know he existed, he's not
Hmm.
gonna have, yeah. I think you know what would have really been fun is if the kid showed some like you think that it's gonna go there and he is a lot like Dean in like maybe general attitude or personality or whatever, but then like the rock that he likes is modern, like more appropriate
Hmm.
Yeah.
to his
Yeah.
age. And then he can be like, okay, old man. And then, because old man is
Yeah.
also doubles as like some people's term for dad. So like then you get
Yeah.
like some double layers going on.
And then they can
And
like share music with each other instead of it being
yeah,
like he already likes everything that Dean likes. It was just so
yeah.
strange.
I
Something,
know it's played for laughs. It's
but it's
supposed to be the
stupid.
joke
It's
of,
cringe.
ooh, is Ben really Dean's
But
child? Blah blah blah. But
I'm with you. I think there's a more believable way to do that. And it can still be
Yes.
funny. Like
yeah,
it can still be a joke. I don't know. I thought it was kind of lazy writing. I'll say that.
it was. I agree.
I forgot to mention during the suburban mom's like lusting after Dean moment, the at one point the camera zooms in on Dean's non-ass, and I thought of Vic. I was like, oh no. They
Oh,
zoom in to nothing, literally. It's like his shirt and jacket is billowing away from his body because there's nothing filling in the space. It's like literally blowing in the wind.
he
It's like
has no.
tumbleweed, ass shot, tumbleweed. Like,
I was wondering why I had such a craving for pancakes. He has no cake but
Jensen
pancake.
is always catching strays for that flat ass, and we are sorry.
Sorry,
Sorry,
but
Jensen. They
I
did
mean,
it. They
come
did
on.
it to him though. It wasn't like he was. They could have posed him a certain way so that at least looked like it was giving cake, but instead it was just him grabbing like a plate of
Yeah,
cake
they didn't do any favors
They
to
and
him.
did they
it
did no
literally
favors.
billowing shirt in the wind
Come
because
on.
nothing was beneath it.
Movie magic, like maybe I don't know, chest, something, a jawline,
Just
like
talk about his face. He's beautiful. He has beautiful eyes.
Right, I
He
was
has
gonna say,
good
well, show his
cheekbones.
eyes. I
he has good
don't
Yeah.
think.
qualities.
But you
Don't
know
pick out the
why?
one like flaw.
Well, and Christy, you nailed it when you said men had to have written this because that is how men objectify women.
Yeah,
And so
Mhm.
it wouldn't like I guess occur to them that maybe when women look at men, it's not always about that ass, it could be about how beautiful and soulful his eyes are. Like I just there are
right.
other
Yeah.
things you could play up because
Mhm.
Jensen has other attributes and there are attributes he doesn't have. Sick.
And a butt is one of
And,
them.
and a booty is one of
Sorry.
Booty.
Wah, wah. Okay, so let's talk about um one thing I liked about the writing. So I didn't like the writing for Ben. I thought that was stupid, but most of the rest of the writing I thought was pretty good, including the way they wrote Katie's mom, like
Yeah.
already slowly like questioning, like, I don't think that's my kid. Like we don't have to
Mhm.
watch
Yeah.
her begin that doubt. She's already there at the party. And I thought that was really compelling.
Yes.
I thought this was so interesting because I remember watching this episode before. I don't remember how long ago.
Hmm.
And it never really stuck out to me how appropriate Lisa's reaction is. Sorry.
There's a cat like in the camera. Christy's like a cat sandwiched by cats. There's a cat in the foreback and background.
Um, no, I'm trying.
It's okay.
Sorry, it's not the right time to be laughing.
That was so funny. I'll take a screenshot for the visuals because that was so cute.
There there's a bug on my wall. is the problem.
They're
Uh,
after the
It's
bug.
June
gotta
bug
get that
season.
bug.
Um,
Ooh, yeah.
anyway, it having watched this episode before, I've never realized quite how appropriate Lisa's reaction is
Mm,
to Katie's mom. Like, it's okay, we'll get you help. Like, the
yes.
way that you're talking will get you help.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we as viewers are probably supposed to be like, oh, Lisa's not doing the right thing. Like,
Mm,
Right.
Katie's mom is
But she absolutely is.
right. But yeah, it's like real world scenario, like
mm-hmm.
Lisa's doing the right thing. Supernatural world scenario.
Yeah. Well, you would
Right.
never think to validate her feelings because you would never consider that a possibility. So,
Right.
what
Yes.
can a good friend do? She can say, I hear you, but we have to do something about this and I want to
Right.
help.
This goes toward the whole when she puts her child into the car and lets it go into the lake. So this is
Dark,
the
dark, dark.
it's very, very dark. It's terrifying. This is the part where fiction, particularly sci-fi and fantasy, do this job of like shining a light on things that we have to
Hmm.
deal with in real life,
Yeah.
but in a sort of fantasy removed kind of way.
Yeah.
So
Kind of
you
like
can easily,
psychosis or like
yes,
postpartum depression.
you
Yeah.
can you can easily put Katie's mom into the role of like as she is someone who's affected by grief. Like he's
Hmm.
her
Hmm.
ex, but he's her child's dad. Like
Right.
that's
Right.
grief. So, someone afflicted with mental illness, that there's that mental illness that makes you believe that a loved one isn't actually the person
Hmm.
that you love.
Hmm.
They just look like that person.
Hmm.
All of the like emotional connections you have to that person are
Hmm.
kind of severed. Like,
Hmm. Well, and a paranoia is a sign of a psychotic break as well.
yeah. So like it's this a parent driving into the water with their kid is a sad story that we
Ooh.
have heard too many times
Hmm.
for whatever reason.
Hmm.
And in this case, like an otherwise good parent, a parent who loves their kid, where like they think my kid is better off not being in this world for whatever reason. Maybe I'm a bad parent and I'm just going to ruin their life and it's better if we all go out together, or
Hmm.
we're starving to death and if I just make it quick, it'll be easier for them. Like there are all these like tragic ways that even a good parent would choose to do something like this. And this parallels this because the child is the victim and the monster, there is a monster. And in
Hmm.
those other cases, the monster is mental illness or grief or whatever thing that the
And it's
parent is battling.
masquerading as the child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I know that I've said this before, and so it's a broken record, but as a parent, um, it's just it's interesting because the first time I watched this, I was not a parent. And
Hmm.
so now
Hmm.
I'm watching this with like a different perspective. And
Yeah.
it makes these moments just like
Jump out more.
sink into your soul.
Like the
Ugh.
car was sinking into the lake.
I didn't want to
No,
do
I
that.
just like it was such a creepy moment, and we're kind of jumping ahead, but I'm just gonna read my notes about that moment because that moment was so crazy. Because I like you get to that moment, and it's after there was like a scene where she's banging on the door, like Katie's mom is trying to get away from her,
Hmm.
and she just like locks herself in the bathroom because she's like, I got to get away from that creep ass kid, who whatever that is, it's not my kid. And she's like, mommy, what are you doing in there, mommy? And just banging on the door, and she's just kind of sinks against the wall down to the floor.
Hmm.
And it's so scary. And so the next thing you see is like, yeah, let's go get ice cream. And it's very sinister because we're on her side. So we're like, yeah, tell it what it wants to hear. But also, you're telling a child that we're going to get her ice cream, but you're actually going to drown her. Like it's just so
Yeah.
fucked up. And the
Like from her
scariest,
perspective,
yeah.
oh,
And then the scariest part to me, because I knew, like, again, the actress, whoever this Katie's mom is, she's great. Because when she gets home, I mean, they zoom in on her face as the car sinks into the lake. And then she gets home and she's just shattered because she's like,
Yeah.
did I kill my child or am I having a psychotic break? Whatever. And she walks into the kitchen and there is her drenched daughter at the table with a scary ass grin, like, I'll have that ice cream now. And I really, really love the whole sequence. It is genuinely very terrifying. And
yes.
the like her driving, we haven't even talked about the reflections, but while she's driving in the rearview mirror, she can see the true face of this changeling in the mirrors and the reflections of things. And so on the way, even if she were to have like second guessed herself, her choices, seeing the face is like motivating her to keep going. It's like, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
that thing is creepy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just love
Ugh,
it. I just love that. I think it's just such a well done like
it is.
situation.
It is.
Um, so Ruby returns
Yay, Ruby.
Yay.
and she has some
I
fries with
love
Sam.
her.
Me too, that's what I wrote. I wrote Ruby returns in all caps. I love her.
I love her.
She's the best. And so I love that Sam gets like right to the point. He's like, okay, so the knife that you had, what is that about? Like he's very interested. And I know Vic would love this. Ruby calls him a damsel in distress. And
I
so
love
I
that.
wrote Sambler cheers. Like Sam
Woo!
fans on Tumblr are cheering. Um, and then she says what we all think. Like he's like, why are you following me? And she's like, cause you're tall.
Because you're tall.
I
I
love a
like
tall man.
tall man. I love it.
So real.
She just squirts like 800 tons of ketchup on her plate.
Yeah.
You can tell maybe she just like has because we know she's a demon at this point. We're not supposed to, but we do, we know because we've seen it before. And I feel like she's just been like in hell, like wishing to have good fries.
I need some fucking good
And
fries,
so
man.
now she's like, yeah, she just all the ketchup. But I thought it was really interesting. So Sam has said ever since Yellow Eyes died, no more psychic stuff. Which is interesting because we know that they're able to get his powers, like jumpstart them back with like the demon blood. So I'm kind of interested. I don't really remember the thread we're pulling with that and the connection it has to that because he says it hasn't been happening since.
Mhm.
But we know that's why Ruby's kind of like interested in him. And the fact that he's tall and eating fries. But like Ruby also the thing about all these moments with Ruby is like it is like we see her, she gives us a shit ton of information and then she disappears. So we're also learning from Ruby that she has intel on Sam's mom and like her entire like all of her friends and family. And so then she writes her number on his giant hand and like leaves and it's just like look into it. Look into what happened to your mom's family and like everything. And so we're like, "Hello?" Like,
Right, this came out of nowhere.
yeah. And so I don't know. I think it's interesting. The most I can do is just take notes about it as I notice it because I don't remember how it all is going to fit together. And I love every second with Ruby, but we've only had these like moments.
Hmm. But it really makes you appreciate rewatching it this way,
Hmm.
just what a long game she was playing. Like, we know how it ends,
Hmm.
but the number of different steps that there are in her plan to
Yep.
have started it this way, it it's brilliant. I love it.
I know it's so cool.
It's great.
Um, the next scene too, I enjoyed Sam's little insurance outfit where it was like a little suit with this slick back hair. I thought it was like ugly but delightful. And this is where he gets to be like intuitive and kind of being like in a little investigator. So he notices a bite on the back of the mother's like neck. So he's starting to kind of put the pieces together, and then he sees blood on the outside of the house where I guess the changeling like enters the house. So then he's able to go back to Dean and be like, I think it's this. And from there, that's when they start realizing, oh, Ben might be in trouble because it's like attacking the children in this neighborhood. Um,
Right. I actually, so that part where he's like, wait, any kid in the neighborhood's at
mm,
risk?
yeah,
And Sam's like, yes,
right.
yeah. And he's like, well, I gotta go do something. And Sam's like, well, no, we have to find children who might be in danger. Like they could still be
Hmm.
around. Can we just go find the children?
He's like, we don't have
And
time.
Dean's like, well, we'll have to make time or whatever thing he says. And I'm just like
He's like, I
that
gotta just do
whole
this one thing.
I just got to do this one thing. But like, if he had just been like, you know what? You're right. I need to think about the bigger picture. Let's go find the kids. He would have found the kids, including Ben, that much faster. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just like,
that's what I
"Rah."
was thinking. I was like, I like how Dean has to stop off and like protect one civilian because he personally likes that person instead of go to like save the whole neighborhood. It's just such a Dean thing to do. Like he will always make an exception for himself, even if it's on like a small scale like that. But I will say I kind of love how uncomfortable Dean is with Ben just when they're like hanging out. Like I don't know. Like it's just cute. Like I feel like he feels a connection with this kid. And so later when Lisa's like, nah, it's just like some biker guy, it's not you. I don't believe her. I'm like, that is his son. Like, whatever. But
So so what are there are some of the actual actors who have their opinions. Wasn't her opinion that it was his son, the actress?
I don't know, but that would be really interesting. If
I
I
thought I
were
read that
playing Lisa,
somewhere.
I'd be like, yeah, that's my man.
I thought I read that somewhere, but yeah,
Mhm.
I think there's more quote unquote official opinions either direction, official only in that they actually had something to do with the show, either, writers or actors. But
Oh, we'll have to look
I
into that. That'd be so
yeah,
interesting.
Mhm.
yeah.
Show
Vic would
notes.
know.
Yeah, my
Vic would know.
we always say like, what question do we have? Vic probably has the answer every
Yeah.
time. Okay. So the next note I have is what is this shirt Sam is wearing? Is it pastel pink? Is it lavender? Is it just faded? It's vertical stripes. Also, is it the sister to that ugly ass gray blue one that I hate? All of these things I like need to know. And I couldn't figure it out, but I do know I hated that shirt.
Oh, I loved it.
Every time I hate a shirt, you're like, that's my favorite shirt of all time.
I
It's
can't
in my
even picture
closet.
it. I
I loved
cannot
it.
even
I
I
picture
don't
it.
understand
know.
like vertical stripes were like happening in the early 2000s.
I
Like,
have
go
to
off,
Google it
King, I
now.
guess. I don't know.
I guess.
So we didn't really mention it, but there is a scene that for some reason I have like five different bullet points about.
Oh, yeah, talk
I
about it.
just
I'm so
I
sorry.
had no, I had feelings. I had a lot of feelings about this episode. I don't know why
Oh my
now.
God,
I
tell
think I was
me.
just pissy. The scene, the bullying scene.
Oh my God, I did write,
Mm,
why are all bullies cast in the early 2000s look exactly the same?
Like, I don't know why I was so pissy about this scene, but like the well, no, I'm not going to confront him. I'm not a little bitch.
I hate it.
He's
And
like,
then
I don't call adults, only bitches call adults. And like, Dean's
Hmm.
like, I'm proud of this
and
kid.
then Dean being like, "Oh, the one who looks like he's had a few too many burgers." Like, I something about that. And then Dean encouraging him to go over and like beat the shit out of a kid. It was
Hmm.
just all so like
I hate it.
it
I
was
don't
I
so
know.
really hate it.
I was enraged. Again, I
Mhm.
don't know what I was
Well, it's
feeling
because
by the
it's
time I
fucked
got to
up.
this.
That's why.
Yeah, they
Like
make
just the
this kid say
casual,
bitch like
yeah, like the
twice.
casual misogyny and then like the
Hmm.
fat phobia
It's
for
just
like
like
a kid that's
toxic
8,
masculine. Exactly. He's so young to have that like toxic view of like masculinity.
I
but
just
he's
hate it.
little Dean, so it's okay.
They're trying to
Oh,
make
it's
it very
cute.
Dean coded, and it's just but that's the thing. Because of how Dean is, please don't ever make a child Dean coded.
Right.
That's bad.
Yeah, unless you're gonna teach
They're
him
too
by the
young.
end that he doesn't need to be like that.
Please don't
Because
be like that.
I think that was the part of that was part of it that was annoying to me is that the narrative was like, this is
This is
good.
good.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it was
Like,
And
not.
painted Lisa as kind of like a psycho for
yeah,
not wanting this essentially stranger to
Hmm.
teach her child how to fight.
I really love that she laid down boundaries like quick and like clearly. And she
Yeah.
was like, who said you need to teach him anything? Actually,
right.
you
But
don't.
the narrative kind of rewards Dean in the end for
Oh
all of
yeah,
it, and kind of
always.
Oh yeah.
it. Like uh,
It felt icky. I definitely
yeah,
understand. And
Definitely.
I like that because they could have gone further with it and made Lisa like also dumb about the monster stuff. But I was really glad they didn't do that. Like she's really, I love the way they wrote her dialogue with Ben. Like once you know Ben is a changeling and she has this kind of casual conversation with him, like, like you need to go to bed. Oh, you're hungry. Do you want pizza? And then he was like, sure. And I think she says, oh, I thought we were like anti olive this week. Like you can tell they have like
yeah.
inside jokes. Like it's very cute.
Yeah.
I like that. And then as soon as she sees his reflection in the table, she turns on a dime and is like, okay,
Not
I'm
my
in the
kid.
know
Got it.
now. Like now
Yep.
I know what to do. And I think I appreciated that because they could have had her getting hurt, getting abducted, getting like being stupid. And I that would have been even worse because it would have gone from her being quote unquote crazy for setting these boundaries with what you as you said, literally a strange man with her kid to being like, haha, you're being punished for not listening to this, toxic masculinity or whatever.
Hmm.
If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like,
No,
so
it does.
I was grateful they didn't do that because I mean they will and have done that and like in the writing. So I was glad they didn't do that with Lisa. But one thing I did, like one like little grace I did kind of give them about the writing for Ben is they had to kind of give him a memorable personality so that when he went dead, like the changeling like
That's
deadpan,
true.
it was very
Hmm.
Yeah.
clear. So now he's not
Yeah.
saying all this silly, cute, funny like Deanisms. Now he's like, "Mommy, I love you. I need to have a hug." Like he's just like a weird robot boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could see I gave him that at least.
I I do want to make a make a little bit of a point about the robot children and how they behave.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of this episode, what it's terrifying because the way that the kids act it is very uncanny valley
Ooh,
and it's so amped up, but it's also just like everything kids actually do pumped up to 11. Like,
yeah.
yes, they are always
Yeah.
trying to get into the bathroom with you. They're always asking you to play with them. They always want you to make them food. They're always up in your business 24/7. Like,
Hmm.
she's like, the first time it happens, like, Katie's mom is like shocked, and we get like this scary musical cue, but like,
Hmm.
it really is just normal kid behavior to be like, ice cream, please. Like, out of nowhere,
Mommy.
like it not, I'm like obviously like not in like a vacant face weird voice way, but it
Right.
really is just, if they could figure out how to realistically mimic a child's voice,
Hmm.
they'd be set, because all of this stuff, like Katie's mom just crying in the bathroom as Katie is like pounding on the door.
I mean, just
I've
banging.
been there.
Oh.
I hear you, Katie's
Hmm.
mom.
Yeah, that's something I think that was so good about this episode is that it borderlined on just like a regular mom being overstimulated. Like
Hmm.
it
Yes.
very much was very much just
Yes.
like this is relatable to a lot of moms because sometimes you're just like, I need like 4 minutes where no one's touching me and nothing is like no
Yes.
sounds are
Hmm.
happening.
Yes.
And it's hard because Katie's mom is like, am I having a psychotic break? Is this my grief? Or is my daughter a weird creature. Like it's such a I think the
Yeah,
things that are most frightening in horror are the psychological like questions where you're not sure what's real and what's not.
absolutely.
And that is an element of this episode that's done so well in a way I don't think they really are able to capture again because of the nature of the story and like the changelings. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh, there's a
Oh,
moment
sorry.
when Katie, oh, you're fine. You didn't interrupt me or anything.
Oh, okay, good.
You just used to
I
apologize.
didn't remember. I thought it must have
No,
been me.
I thought of something while you were talking, and then I was like, I'm gonna say that, and then I was like, what was it? But I remember now. There was a moment where like Katie comes up behind Katie's mom and
Mm.
grabs her around the waist, and it's after we already know she's like not sure what this is, and you're just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my, it's so creepy.
Oh, it's so creepy.
And
Yeah.
so, anyways, the elements of Katie and Katie's mom were so good. So.
I really wanted to go back to Katie's mom actually after
Mhm.
they torch the realtor lady.
Okay, I want to talk about the flamethrower really fast.
Okay, okay.
Just because we can't skip past Sam holding a whole flamethrower. Like,
No.
I just love
Yes.
that because it was one of those things where, like, you know how, like, sometimes Sam gets thrown through a wall and you're like, no. But this time he, like, stood up and then just blue flames all over this person. And I was like, oh, well, that is satisfying.
That
Yeah.
was
Well,
satisfying.
it was funny
Yeah.
because I wrote, "Oh yeah, Changeling Mom is pretty strong. She just kicked both their butts." Of course,
Hmm.
Sam is out and Dean is fine, but it's a Dean episode, so. And then Sam stood up and like had the flamethrower, and I was
Woo.
like, "Yay,
Yeah, I did a
yay!"
little clap.
That
He got to do the fire part.
I liked that that got to be my note after actually just violently rolled my eyes at Ben offering his jacket to cover the broken window.
Of course, of course.
Well, and then Dean takes it, and I'm like, Dean, use your jacket. What's wrong with you? You're a
Why are you
grown
using a
man.
child's jacket? Come on, dude.
I I
Dude.
I thought the little boy was cute because he was like, "Hey, it's okay. We're gonna get you out of here." Like he was being very cute, but I was also just
It
like,
was cute, but it was
"Come
so
on."
try hard. Like I
Yeah,
don't
It
know.
like
It
was
was a
not
little too
authentic.
precocious.
It
I
was
think
too on the
there
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a happy medium there between like showing that this kid is actually like starting to look up to Dean and wants to impress Dean. Like maybe he sees Dean like, we're gonna get you out of here, don't worry, and like bangs on the thing. And so he's like, yeah, yeah, we're gonna get you out of here, don't worry. Like he's very like it's a very obviously he's trying to like mimic Dean, but
Yeah.
like Dean should have been taking the lead on that,
Yeah.
not the kid being like, yeah, use my jacket because glass is sharp.
And he's
Like Dean
small.
should know that, and he's small. But I
His
did
jacket
find
is
it.
too little.
His jacket's tiny. I did think it was really cute that Dean's like, all right, come on, Ben, and Ben's like, no, this guy first. Like I thought that part was
Yeah,
cute. That
parts of it
Very
were
sweet.
cute, and then
parts of it
others
were cute
it
and
was
made
just
sense.
too
Yeah,
It was
parts
on
of
the
it were just
mm.
like, no. They're trying so hard to make this
yeah,
kid into Mini Dean.
hitting you over the head with it.
And that part was cringe just because they were like, look what a hero Dean is, and that is also genetic. And it's like, no, it isn't. Stop. Y'all are so cringe me out.
Also genetic.
God. Also, y'all tell me how this scene was for y'all, but the music in this episode
I
felt
hate
insane.
the music.
I was
I
like,
wrote it so many
is this my
times.
Netflix or is just somehow supposed to be this cheesy? It sounded like an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark from Nickelodeon from when I was a kid. Did you guys watch that show when y'all
Yep.
were
I did
younger?
not. No.
Okay. Okay, Elle, I'm gonna send you a like a YouTube of the tale of the laughing in the dark, which is the clown episode. It's very
Ugh.
scary,
Ugh.
but the music from the show sounded like this episode where it's for kids. And so you're
I
like,
hate it.
I was like, why does it sound like that? It's so crazy.
Oh my
But
God, now that you pointed it out.
It's
yeah,
it's such bad. I
it's
wrote, what is this music? Why
it's
is
really
this
bad.
music? More
Well,
weird music
and if it was
all over my
actually
notes.
just like an episode kind of like the like circus episode that they've done, um I think like the Christmas episode has kind of like that kind of tone here and
Right.
there.
If it felt intentional, it would be one
Right.
Yeah,
thing.
like
But these
mystery
are
spot, but like
during serious, like,
it's meant to be
while
serious.
Sam
Yeah.
is doing his investigation, all the Sam parts in this are very um Sam has the bulk of the serious arc of this episode.
Hmm. And
There's no,
furthering the
does he
myth arc
maybe,
too.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. He is doing all of the serious investigation of the kids and that stuff, and he's doing all the serious can I save Dean stuff.
And
And the
Ruby.
music and all the Ruby stuff. And the music while he's doing his investigation after like that's like after everyone thanks Dean for saving them, whatever.
Hmm.
Um it's such weird music. This is not intentional. This is accidentally hilarious.
Yeah,
And
it was
I
not
hate it.
in keeping of the tone of the rest of the episode. It made
No,
no sense to me.
no.
So,
It was terrible.
of course, Dean gets the moment at the end with Lisa. Lisa, like, assures him it's not his kid, but I don't believe that that is true. Um, but then, like, kind of like kisses him, like she couldn't help herself, and like kind of asks him to stay behind if he can. And he's like, "Well, I can't. I got stuff to do." But he confides in her that that is his job, which is a big deal, which I think is why that lends itself so well to Dean coming back to her when
Hmm.
at that after season 5, and her being understanding of like what that means. And he kind of says like it I'm thinking about this, like, what am I leaving behind? Because, like, she doesn't know he's going to die. But obviously, when faced with the possibility of this could be my child and he might be the only thing left behind in 9 months when I kick it or whatever, however long it's been. And I think that's kind of an interesting thing for us as the viewer to see Dean thinking about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's always the guy who's like in the moment. That's why he made the choices that he did to save Sam. And so I think this was as goofy as an episode as this kind of was for him. I think that's really an important thing for him to face.
Yeah.
Right. For him to actually like talk about his legacy
Mm-hmm.
and what that means.
Mm-hmm.
This is really the first time we get that from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, because
Right.
he's very much about like kind of instant gratification. Like I'm in pain right now. I have to make it stop. So I'm gonna make the worst demon deal of my time of my life, you know? And
Right.
now I think seeing and obviously Elle, you can speak to this, but seeing yourself through the eyes of what could be your child, you start thinking about what it is gonna be like for them and maybe when you're not there. And that's very soon for Dean.
Yeah. That's imminent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think we end with Sam is just like calling a billion people, like trying to like track down information about Mary's family, Mary's friends, and every single Campbell he gets in touch with someone to speak about has died or been killed or like whatever. And so when Ruby finally kind of comes back to check in and he's like, I get it, everyone's dead. Like everyone who who knew her has died. He's like, what does it mean? And she's like, I don't know, but it's all about you. And I was like, this man is already so he feels so guilty and like he already feels guilty about his mother's death. And now he
Yeah.
has to feel guilty. Like, not that that's what Ruby was trying to say. She's trying to say, like, this is the root of it is like for us to understand what's going on is with you. That's why I'm
Right.
here. But it's just
But
gonna make him feel bad.
yeah, I mean, she doesn't get it. She's a demon.
Yeah. Um,
For her, it's all about, yeah, you're the center of this mystery. And for
mhm.
him, it's all about, yeah, you're the reason all of these people are dead.
Yep. Yeah. That's
But
always gonna be.
his face when he demands to know who Ruby
I
is,
was about to
I'm
get
just
to
like,
that. Oh my God, I love
Oh,
because their
the
dialogue.
angry lip curl.
Yes, and their chemistry is so good, and
it
he's just tell
is.
me who you are, and it's just so nice because I think Oh my goodness, what was her? Is her name Katie?
It's Katie. Katie.
I
Shit.
Mm,
I forgot her last name. She was in Arrow, and I knew her better from Arrow,
hmm
because I think I was watching that at the same time I was watching Supernatural for the first time. So I was like, hey, but
Katie Cassidy.
Cassidy, that's right. She has really good sass. Like she has really good flirtatious reactions to him. So when he's like, "Tell me who you are," she just does this cute like eye thing. And obviously it's to reveal she's a demon. And they do that in post. But she
Right.
does this really good like eye flicky thing. She's just really good with her facial expressions. And you're like, "Oh, like I don't know. I think she's a really great actress. I think
She's so
she's so
good.
cute and they're really good together."
Hmm.
He's like trying to grab the holy water and she's like, "Don't be such a racist."
Don't be such a racist. Yeah, I remember that. That was so
Yeah.
good.
But the only way to kind of calm him down, she's like, "Look, I will help you save Dean. You just have to you just work with me on figuring these things out, and I will help you like save Dean." And so of course, like Sam is going to be tempted by that
Yeah.
because like he has no leads. Like even Bobby at the beginning, like he was on the phone with him, Bobby, it was obviously a conversation that was not going very well.
hmm
I think that's the whole episode though. So
Let's see.
do y'all have
Hmm.
final thoughts before we start rating?
Oh, I had one final thought, which is
Tell us.
how funny would it have been if she writes her phone number on his hand at the beginning of the episode and it's like, do some research and call me when you figure it out. And we just go like the rest of the 15 seasons. And she like shows up at the end. She's like, hey, you were supposed to call
You
me. He's
never
like, oh,
called me.
the thing is, I couldn't read your handwriting and I was just like, whatever. Like I couldn't tell if it was like a 7 or a 9, so I just like went on with my life. So
Was
sorry.
she,
Was there a bunch of lore I was supposed to figure out
he's like,
or
"Who are you again?" I don't remember.
who? I think that's like my only.
Christy, any final thoughts?
I have the feeling you guys enjoyed this episode a lot more than I did.
Yeah, for sure. I could tell you were like, "Fuck this."
I don't know what it was. I did not vibe with this episode this time.
That's totally fair. I'm really interested to see what our ratings are then.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh,
I have to confess something.
What?
I did not look at the new rating system.
I know because I didn't
So,
tell you about it, and I was going to tell you about it right now. So,
oh,
surprise.
surprise.
Yeah.
yay.
So I did that to Christy and Vic on the first episode too, where I was like, surprise, I'm gonna make you do this on the spot. Um, so we had some suggestions from some listeners that we should have just like a generic one so that if for some reason a really good episode gets scored lower, like we had with Born Under a Bad Sign, it would still get a chance to like have its good rating. So we're gonna do regular ratings first, like we've been doing, and then we can do the secondary ratings after and just see how they differ. And
Okay.
then we'll have lots of fun new graphs at the end of this the season. So we're gonna start with our wardrobe descriptor because that's always important to me. um, so our descriptors are horrendous, adorable, genuinely good, or terrible but great. We'll start with Elle. What did you think of the wardrobe?
I thought adorable. Anytime I can't like remember something good or something bad, I just go with adorable. So that's where I'm at. I didn't remember the terrible shirt. I apologize. I had to look it up on Google.
Did you find it?
I did. It's
And
not
what'd you
great.
think? Oh,
It's not great.
Yeah, I
Did you
hate it.
like?
damn.
Oh yeah, you liked it, right?
Yeah.
Christy did like it. Christy, what is your descriptor?
I had it was genuinely good.
That's fair. I put terrible but great.
Okay,
We're all
look.
over the
So
We're
it's
place.
like,
all positive.
yeah, none of it is horrendous. Like none of us said, "Ew, that's disgusting." I it kind of balanced out for me because that horrible shirt happened, but he also was in that cute little like a insurance adjuster like suit with
Hmm.
his little hair like slick back. So
That's
I
true.
just, all right. So we have our Sam fan friendly scale on a scale from 0 to 5. We start with screen time, then go to enjoyment as a fan, and then just like hard eyes. So, L, for screen time, what would you give this episode?
I'm giving this episode maybe like a 3. He's not there a whole lot. It's definitely a Dean episode, but he does get the times that he is there, he gets myth arc and he gets really terrible music, but like good
Yeah.
investigation and good acting opportunities and stuff. 3.
Got it. Christy,
Oh, damn.
would you give it?
I gave it a 1.5.
Ooh, I think that's fair. He's not
It's
there
fair.
Right,
that
He's not
he
there.
much.
it
Yeah.
felt like he was barely in it, and I wrote down that it felt like when he was in like shared scenes, he was kind of like a very nice decorative plant.
Yes,
Yes, that
that's
is
true.
true. He looked cute when he was on screen, but it
Yeah.
wasn't great. I gave it a 2. Like I agree with you. I think it is not up to my standard. I need more. Um, all right. Enjoyment as a Sam fan. Oh, how much did you enjoy this episode?
As a Sam fan, I
Yeah.
enjoyed this episode 2.75.
Okay. Fair. Chrissy, did you enjoy this one at all?
Did you even give it a score?
Did you even score it?
I gave it a
I
1.75.
am crying. This is so
Oh,
funny. You
this is
hated this episode.
I guess I really hated this episode. I don't know.
that's higher than your screen time though, right? Or no?
Yeah, it just by a quarter. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
A
gosh.
quarter of a decimal. So I gave it a 3.5. Like I enjoyed
Wow.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Like
Whoa,
it's fun. It was so much fun. And maybe this is just because I enjoyed it overall in general because the horror was done so well and stuff. So that might be
that's true.
painting it, but I really
Hmm.
liked it. Like it didn't hurt my feelings. There was nothing that I felt was unfair. Um, like towards Sam, which is always a win when it comes to
That's true.
one of these episodes. It can really drag my enjoyment down when I'm pissed because they're
Yeah.
doing shit with the narrative. So I just kind of was like, yeah, this is a pretty standard enjoyment. Like I'm feeling good about it because no one hurt my feelings and Sam was there.
Sam existed.
He
I
existed.
wasn't mad about it.
And I wasn't hurt. So L, our final one is heart eyes. What were your heart eyes for this one?
Um, this is also like if I can only really note like that really good angry face. I'm
It's
not I'm not
a
I'm
good
not getting a
one.
whole it is a good one, but like for a whole episode it's not pulling it up that much for me. So
Okay.
it's gonna be like a 2.5 for me.
2.5. Christy, what about you?
Uh-oh.
I gave it a
Christy.
1.75 again.
Oh my
That's
God.
fine.
The
There
way that
was,
how could you call Sam ugly like that?
well, there was like that
Did
really,
you?
the scenes in the diner, the way that they shot um Sam, like in terms of lighting, was beautiful.
Yeah,
That that's about all I've got for it.
that's fair. That's fair.
It's
I
totally fair, man.
I gave it a 3.5 for hard eyes because he looked gorgeous. He had a cute little outfit, even though he had that ugly shirt. And he had a fucking flamethrower, dude. That was cool as shit. Like, I
That's true.
loved that he was doing all of this cool behind the scenes, like research. He was researching mom, he was researching how to save Dean. He was having moments with Ruby, and like he had so many irons in the fire, and he was still so competent. Like I was just down. Like I felt good about it. So I was down.
Down bad.
Down back crying at the that's a Taylor Swift song. Sorry. Okay. So let's see what our average is. So I gave it a 3, like on the dot, like exactly
Wow.
a 3.
Oh
Um,
God.
Elle gave it a 2.75 and Christy gave it a 1.6.
Wow.
As Sam fans, we've overall rated this episode a 2.47.
I
Sorry,
really dragged
Christy.
us down on this
That's
one.
okay.
Sorry.
No, I mean, you
That's,
have to be
you know what?
honest.
You have to, that's what the scale is for.
Yeah. Okay, so for our
I
general,
nearly just lost my life. I don't know if anyone saw that.
what?
Lost your life?
No.
Kel just launched himself like across my
Oh my
face.
Oh my God.
God.
I need to go back and watch that. 'Cause I was reading my notes, so I didn't see the screen. You're like,
Please,
nobody knows.
please make that part of the teaser for this episode.
Okay, for sure. So,
Oh, sorry.
well, Kel is like a giant Maine Coon, so he's like the size of a dog. It could have been an injury. Okay, so Christy's already done our general rating system. But I'll recap it really fast. And L, this is how it works. It's 0 to 5, just like the other one. General rating system, though, has writing and directing as one. So
Oh,
if you thought
okay.
the directing was weird, or you thought the writing was weird, or especially good, that you would rate. That's what you would rate. Acting is its own thing. And then just in how did you enjoy it overall, just like as a human being watching a TV show?
Okay.
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 So, Elle, we're going to start with you. Writing, directing, scale of 0 to 5. What do you think?
Um, so I think it was well directed because it was nice and scary, but
Hmm.
I cannot stand some of the writing choices.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with like like three is right in the middle, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go with a three.
cool. Christy, what do you think?
I gave it a 2.5 for about that same reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That's fair. I gave it a 3 also. I think we're all on the same page. Like there was some stuff that I loved. I really loved some of the writing, like the Lisa and Ben interaction and like
Hmm.
they made it feel lived in without having to over explain certain things. But then they did silly cringe shit like with Ben, like being a mini
Yeah.
Dean and all these weird ways. So I'm
And the
with you
whole
guys.
Katie's mom and Katie part was
Yeah.
so good.
Oh,
But
Amazing.
very, very good horror writing. I loved it.
yes, yes.
All right, next one is acting. Elle, just, how did you feel about the acting in this episode?
I'm gonna give the acting a high score. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4, 4.25, I think. Because
Nice.
I think the kids were all fairly competent. It was easy to tell when they
Hmm.
were not kids. And
Right.
and I loved Katie's mom's her whole her whole reaction to the situation and
Yeah.
her terror and her grief. And of course, I love Sam's
Yeah.
little face.
Yeah, and I thought, Jensen did a cute. He was cute too.
Oh yeah,
So
Jensen
Yeah.
was
who
there.
was that? No, just kidding. Christy, what did you give it?
I gave it about 4. I
Cool.
agree, especially Katie and Katie's mom. Like
Hmm.
all of the secondary characters that we got in this episode were solid,
Yeah.
especially after how bad the last episode
Oh
was,
my God. Worst
the
season opener.
Magnificent Seven
Yep.
or
Ugh,
whatever.
it was
Like
so
they were
bad.
so bad.
Hmm.
So this was a welcome change.
Yeah, thank God. I gave it a 4 for acting too. I thought that everybody did a really good job. And yeah, it was like even with the kooky like lines here and there, they still
Hmm.
made it
Mhm.
work. All right, our
Yeah.
final one is just like how much did you enjoy it in general, Elle?
I enjoyed it um quite a bit. I think the overall soup of it was enjoyable to me. I'm gonna give it a 4.25.
Soup.
The soup is good soup.
Good soup. Christy, what'd you give it?
I we already
Uh-oh.
know
We
I
know.
was not vibing with this one. I gave it a 2. I'm sorry.
That's fair. No,
You
that's
do not
totally
need to
fair.
apologize.
I love that about you. You're just like, no, fuck that. I love
Normally
that.
Fuck
I'm
this one.
nicer with these.
You got to be true to your heart. Just like 98 Degrees sings at the end of Mulan. Okay. I gave it a 4 for enjoyment.
What the
And I'm sorry.
I don't
It
believe
just,
you.
it came to me and I had to say it. And Stevie Wonder too. He was doing a duet with them. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I overall gave it a 3.6 on the general scale. Elle gave it a 3.8 and Chrissy gave it a 2.8. So
Ooh,
overall, it jumped from a 2.4 rating from on the SAM scale to a 3.4 on a general scale. So this one actually
wow.
suffered from a SAM point of view, but in general is okay according to our scale.
Interesting.
I know. Okay, so Bad Day at Black Rock is episode 3 of season 3. It is written by, it says Kripke, Edlund, and Carver, which makes sense because it is very silly. And it's directed by Robert Singer. So the cold open is apparently this is a Gordon episode. I totally forgot that it was a Gordon episode. And um Gordon is still in jail, and the hunter from season 2, who has been helping him, is visiting him in jail. And Gordon is telling him, like, hey, um, what's going on with Sam? Because I need to tell you my plan for him. And they're like kind of discussing that. And then at the end of the cold open, Gordon says, Sam Winchester must die. Like he's very clearly like, this guy is a monster for whatever fucking reason. Um, I mean, probably because he got, probably because Sam got Gordon like put in jail, but whatever. So we switch from the cold open to the boys. They're arguing over like about Ruby and how we can't trust demons. Like we can't work with demons. Like, what are you thinking? And Sam's like, I'm not saying we are going to trust demons. I'm just saying that we're going to maybe use demons. And like, she has all these assets that we can use. And so like, Sam is trying to make sure that Dean is like, I'm not an idiot, but like, we need to use anything that we can because you're going to die. So they end up getting a call on one of John's old burner phones, which we find out Dean keeps charged. So, in case anybody calls, like old contacts call, they can answer it, which is such a fun, like lived in, kind of like world building that I think is really interesting. And so Sam answers it and he finds out that there is a storage place where John is keeping some stuff that got broken into. And so they get the address, they go. And what they find out is someone stole a cursed object. And there's all of this shit in John's like secret storage place. And then like a bunch of boxes that contain curses or cursed objects. And one of them's gone. So they end up figuring it out. I don't really remember how they track it down, but at,
License plate.
that's right. Okay, so they get the license plate and they figure out that it's a rabbit's foot, and so it's a cursed object. They have this rabbit's foot. They call Bobby. Bobby's like, "Don't touch it," and Sam's like, "Well, I already did," and it's like so cute. Anyways, we'll get to that, but like the way he talks, he's like, "Well, I didn't know," and I always love the way Sam talks to Bobby because it's always very much like, "This is Daddy, please help." It's just very cute to me, and not Daddy in a weird way, just like really cute. So like he ends up going to the diner and after Bobby explains, like, this is a curse object, it's bad, like, and your luck is really good at first, but then when you lose it, like, you are going to die because your luck's gonna be so bad. So while they're in the diner, they get this stunningly beautiful waitress who's like hitting all over Sam. And then it turns out she actually pickpocketed the rabbit's foot because this is Bella, who's one of my favorite characters of the entire series. And she is, again, another expansive, like universe expanding, like character. She trades and deals like supernatural objects and ritualistic like tokens and things like that. It's just like super cool. And so, of course, Sam's luck sucks. He ends up like falling down and like tripping, and then he loses his shoe at one point. And then at one point, he gets caught on fire, even though he's just sitting there. Like, it's very upsetting. While Dean goes after Bella. And so eventually what ends up happening, um, they're able to trade, like how did they just get it back eventually and they burn it, like that's the ending. But there's all this cute stuff that happens with like Bella, like between Bella and like the boys and finding out all this other stuff. It's just really fun. So anyways, that's the summary that matters. We can start talking about the details now because like that's kind of it. They get rid of it. So I forgot, and I said this earlier, but I forgot this was a Gordon episode because I don't ever remember anything. And so I was just like, they are doing so much this season. We've got Save Dean. We've got Gordon wants to kill Sam. We've got Ruby. And what else? We had something else going on.
Bella.
Yeah, Bella's in and out. So we have like so many irons in the fire for this season. And considering they don't get an entire season to actually like do anything with that, it's
Yeah.
kind of sad. Like it's really sad.
It I'm
It is.
I'm
It
so
bums me
disappointed that
out.
we don't get to see what they would have done with an entire season.
I
And
know.
Bella is one of those things that I think really gets lost
Hmm.
in that shortened season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. It's such a shame because she's so cool.
I
She
love
is
her
one of
so
my
much.
favorite things
Hmm.
about these early seasons.
I know, I know. Do we want to talk about them arguing about Ruby? Just because working with a demon becomes such a weird thing in the fandom, and it's interesting to see them discussing it for the first time here.
I don't understand. What do you mean working with a demon becomes such a thing in the fandom? Doesn't Dean work with Crowley later?
Apparently, when Dean does it, it's fine, but when Sam does it, oh, what an
Oh,
idiot! He shouldn't have done that. Why didn't he listen to Dean?
oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. You're right. What was I thinking?
It's different.
It's different when Dean does it because when Dean does it, it's Dean doing it. But when Sam's doing it, it's not
It's
Dean
Sam
doing it.
doing
Yeah,
It's not Dean,
it's
it's
not
Sam
Dean.
doing it.
it.
I forgot the rabbit foot was from John. What a fucking menace, even in the grave.
I mean, he it seemed like he could have just burned it
Burned
himself.
it because it was so easy just to get rid of it. But instead,
Right.
he just kept it in. That's why I feel like he probably kept it to use it for one reason or another.
Don't they even say
Oh.
it's like some sort of nuclear waste facility of some,
Yeah, it's
like
like his
they
nuclear
joke?
dumping grounds or something.
Hmm.
Do they just like, is the implication that we leave everything else there?
That was what was so
I
stupid
think
to
it
me.
is.
I wrote there's like so much artillery here that's just collecting dust. Also, Sam's soccer trophy, which is like so cute because he's so tall. He'd be like the tallest soccer player I've ever
Oh my
seen.
God, yeah.
But he has so much leg, so he would probably be really good at soccer
And they juxtapose that against Dean's first sawed off.
that he made in sixth grade,
Yeah.
y'all. And I know this played for a laugh because the entire episode is so funny, but I was just like, child, you poor child. One of the notes I read is I just love that we don't abandon storylines, like old storylines. Like we have Gordon, and they keep going even though technically they don't have to. Like he could just stay in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in jail. He's taken care of.
And we lose this later in the series because they will just be like, "Okay, bye," and like we will never see some people ever again, despite it being maybe relevant later. So I really like
Hmm.
that they do this. Um, and I also thought it was really interesting that one of the hunters becomes like a religious nut. And that
Yeah.
that is part of it because I think Ruby in the last episode did call Sam the Antichrist.
She did. Yep.
Hmm.
And so like he has like all these Jesus statues and stuff, and like his friend picks it up and he goes, "Don't play with my
Don't play with my Jesus.
It was so funny. And then I commented on Sam having very flippy outy hair in one of the
I wrote the same thing.
He's
This
so
is
freaking adorable.
this is when we start to see the hair change over, and I love it.
I know his season 3 hair is probably some of my favorite. And that's different for me because I wasn't happy until it was hitting his shoulder. Like I was like, more, that Kylo Ren like gif, more. Like I wanted it. But I'm like in a new like phase of my life now. I got engaged this week, by the way.
Yay.
Oh
Listeners.
yeah.
This is the second week of June, you guys, when we're recording this. But my fiance, I haven't not even said that out loud yet, but my fiance has like the type of haircut that is kind of like season three Sam's hair. And I think that
Hmm.
might be why I like it more now because I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like Corey's hair. So I don't know.
Oh,
I guess I'm just in love or something. I don't know.
oh, gross.
It's really
Ugh.
disgusting. I know. Sorry. Sorry,
Disgusting.
guys.
So
Um,
gross. You
but
guys are
yeah, I
legit
just
so cute.
thank you.
So
You're so
cute.
sweet.
Love
But
it. I
yeah,
just
no.
love love.
La, 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 la. Um, yeah, no. The artillery being left in that storage unit is deranged to me.
Uh-huh.
Like I wish that
Yes.
they had thought to go back and be like, oh yeah, by the way, we're in a pinch. Now we know where we can go to grab some of these these things and use them.
John
Because
has landmines in there.
yeah, and
What the
There's
fuck,
like
dude?
grenades.
5 other curse boxes in there.
Yeah, I want to know
It's
what
fine.
else is
It's
in
fine.
there.
It's fine.
I
It's
wonder if they're
probably
all
fine.
as easy to get rid of too as the burning them. Like that was what was so crazy to me because the implication is that they're all kept in this box inside a storage unit inside like a cage in the unit. So that there's you have to break into two things to get to them because
Protected by traps,
yeah, because there's
too.
yeah, that's right. Because there's no other way to get rid of them. It's like it to me it was like what is the family? What is the couple's name? Who are the ghost hunter. They're not ghost hunters. The Warrens. It's like the Warrens like basement where they keep all the cursed objects including Annabelle. Like to me it felt like that. They're like we keep it safe. We bring in a priest. We bless this shit on a regular basis and we keep it here because no one else knows how to deal with this. Like that it read to me like that. Do you know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know what you're talking about,
You
but
don't know
I
the
definitely
Warrens?
no. But I definitely got that impression when I was watching that, yeah, they're here because there is no other thing to do with them.
Have you
Yeah.
seen The Conjuring? Oh,
No,
do you watch horror movies?
no.
Oh,
Listen, I
okay.
only watched Friday the 13th because of Jared's
Jared
t-shirt.
Padalecki. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that's
The painted
reasonable.
on t-shirt. Yep.
We should do that should be an event sometime. Like we should do
Ooh,
that on Patreon is like we should do a live
Mm-hmm.
blog of watching that. It's
yes.
how it's so fun to watch. And The Christmas Cottage.
Yes. We have to
Maybe
watch
we'll
the
do that.
Christmas Cottage.
But anyways, they're a real couple and the
Mm-hmm.
medieval horror is connected to them, I think. And they've done a lot
Oh,
of ghost investigations and then like Annabelle is like a real doll. She's
Right.
been moving through the nation recently and like cursing wherever she goes. Like she's insane. I don't know why they like moved her out of their basement, but they did. But they're a real couple
seems
who
like a bad idea.
like claim to have like actually dealt with all of these hauntings. And that's what the Conjuring series is based on that couple who's
Oh,
real and they have a real basement. You should look into it. I'll put a bunch of this information in the
okay.
show notes.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
so interesting. Like if you believe in that kind of thing, a lot of people think that they were full of shit, but it's hard to explain a lot of the stuff that they did. And that is kind of what it felt like with John's like lockbox because it was like I'm keeping the shit here so no one else gets it. And I also thought it was really, really cute that Bobby was like, "Yeah, I made some of those myself." And I was like, "Y'all are just little
I
buddies."
made I made those cruise boxes.
It's
I'm just
so cute.
it's
Bobby
it.
is
I
so
love it.
cool. He's so cool. He could do anything. He knows everything and he would
Really.
do
Yeah.
anything.
He could
That's
do
why it's
anything.
so
Yeah.
cute when like Sam's on the phone with Bobby. He's like, "I don't know better. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't know better." It's just cute. I think that's why he
Don't
has.
ground me.
Oh my
I
God.
don't want to be
Anyways,
grounded.
so I really liked that they are talking about like the guys who stole the rabbit foot and like all this stuff, and we don't know who the she is. So we
Hmm.
as the audience might have to assume it's Ruby because that's who they're arguing
Mm.
about at the beginning.
Right, that's the only she that we know.
Yeah, and
That's the only she in the show.
we could never imagine we would get two different she's like ever.
Crazy.
And yet we do get Bella, an introduction of Bella. And I think that's so fun because it is kind of a little misdirection. We're like, oh, Ruby's going to prove that she's like, you know, untrustworthy because she stole this rabbit foot and she has this reason to like use it or whatever. And then boom, it's someone else, which was, I thought was really fun. So,
Hmm.
Yeah, I liked that a lot. It really expanded the world
mhm.
to
Yeah.
introduce a second woman.
Well, that and just there are different types of ways to deal with the supernatural and
Hmm.
interact with it. And later they just dumb it down and melt it into all the same shit and just consolidate it and homogenize it until everyone is a hunter, everyone has an old car, everyone wears a plaid, everyone is angry and has a sawed-off shotgun. Burp, burp, burp.
I really, yeah, give me more hot ladies with accents living in fantastic penthouses
With their cats.
with their cat just like
Yes,
making money hand over fist because of um greedy rich
because she wants
assholes.
to. Yeah, because she can.
Yeah, I
Like,
love that we see people interacting with the supernatural in such different ways. Like, you don't
Mhm.
have to be the supernatural or a hunter of the supernatural.
Mhm.
Like, you can totally be a grifter.
Yeah, and that was
I love it.
that's what we kind of talked about last season is we wanted to see that dimension and this gives us that dimension. And so I really love this episode. My next note is Sam is so scrunchy and cute in this one.
he's so cute in this one.
I He's so cute, and I love that the boys get to do so much physical comedy in this episode. They're both like Dean does a lot of physical comedy,
Hmm.
but Jared is
Hmm.
so good at it, and he just doesn't get to do it as much. He's
Yeah,
so funny.
I agree. And I think I love that every time he does anything, he immediately apologizes. Like
Yeah,
he knocks things over, he falls down, he's like, sorry, 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 sorry. It's just so
It's so
cute.
it's
cute.
so
And
cute.
I would be like, I do believe that would be like Sam to just be like, oh, sorry, sorry, oh, sorry, oh, sorry. It's
Oh,
just like so funny.
it's the puppy that like his limbs are
Yes.
too big for his body.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I just love one of my favorite expressions on his face in this episode is when he's like sitting there and Dean is in the motel room and Dean has been like, don't move. Don't move a muscle. I will be right back or whatever. And he's
Yeah.
just sitting there and he kind of rebelliously scratches his nose. And then like what 3 seconds later the air conditioner catches on
Yeah.
fire and he's like, what
Well, yeah, I literally
I didn't
wrote that
even
down. I did. I literally wrote, oh, come on. I didn't know. Like
I didn't even
it's so funny. He catches on fire just sitting in a chair. It's so yeah, the slapstick like stupidness of it all is so funny. Like it's just when the boys get to do
It's
physical
so
comedy
good.
together, it's fun because they have such good chemistry. And I think
so good.
it's so good. This is also the episode where the guy dies by falling backwards, skull first,
Oh
into a
God.
pitchfork that goes
I hate
through
that.
the back of his neck and up into
Oh,
his
So
mouth.
bad.
oh,
Brutal.
So
Brutal.
I
this and the
hated that.
last episode sent me down like a TV tropes Google rabbit hole. There
Oh.
has to be
Mm.
a name for that trope where like they show you and you know how someone is going to die
Mm.
right before it happens.
Yeah, it's like a all I can say is it's foreshadowing, but like obviously it
Right,
has to be called something else.
it has to be like there has to be a name for it. And the closest I could get was like 5 second foreshadowing, but I don't like that. There has to be a better name for that in like horror.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows, they have to tell me because it's haunting me.
Yeah, it's
Because
like
it's
when they
such a thing in
yeah,
horror shows and movies.
especially in the horror genre, like they show you the shot is from inside the sink, like right by
Yeah.
the, you know what I mean? Like, and
It's from inside the garbage disposal or
yes,
whatever.
Yep. The saw blade turning on as he walks
Yes.
away.
yes,
Yes.
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 Like,
It
what
happens
is
so
that trope called?
we got to figure it
There's a
out.
name for it, and I need to know
Somebody
what
write
it
in.
is.
5 second foreshadowing is kind of like a band name. Yeah, I like
Our
that.
new band name.
Okay, great. I'm trying to learn guitar. I used to know it, so I'll get back on that.
You learn guitar.
Okay.
Christy, can you play the drums?
Sure.
Awesome.
Okay,
You look like a
great.
drummer because of all your tattoos. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
All right, we're a band now.
Great. Elle, what are you gonna do? You gonna
Fantastic.
sing? Or are you the
Sing.
vocals? Okay, great.
I'll sing. I
Great.
can play bass too.
Oh, ooh, the bassist
I'll
is
do it
always
both.
like a
Ooh.
sexy lesbian.
Yeah.
There you go. Guys.
Bleep,
I mean, I
bleep
know
that.
you're married to a man, but like
I mean,
Eh.
I mean, it's 95% one way, 5% the other.
yeah, it's like he was that special that like
Yes,
he made it
Yeah.
even
I'm
with that
straight for him.
margin.
Yes, I am straight for
Yeah.
him. The bar for women is under the floorboards, and the bar for men
Right.
is in the sky.
Yeah, I
As it
feel
should
that.
be, because
I
most
feel
women
that.
are pretty cool,
That's right.
but it's not always true the other way.
No. Anyway, this is not about me
It can be.
and my bisexuality.
We are, you know that we've been recording straight through for over an hour and a half when we start going in like weird rabbit holes.
Yeah,
Like for
we're
no
like
reason.
we're just talking to all of our friends on the internet, and they they're just having a conversation with us.
Yeah,
It's
they
great.
already know all this about us. It's fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's literally in our bios.
So true.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, another thing I forgot about was the 1 millionth like guest of like picture.
Yes.
Oh, so funny.
His face right before they take the picture where he's like
Hmm. He's just like scrunchy. The whole episode he's just scrunched up.
he's like
The
what?
squishy puppy face.
Hmm.
And then that's showing up on the Biggerson's website for Kubrick and what's
Yeah.
his face there.
That's so funny.
It's it's so funny because they're like, no, we're not gonna eat in the RV. Let's go somewhere. Here, their menus on the website. And you're just like, oh
Perfect.
Jesus.
It's
And
so
of course, Kubrick is like, it's God. Jesus
Oh,
is helping me.
oh, I like that when they stick the whole onion in the fryer.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
I
they
wonder
switch to the main page.
how much is in the script and how much is them just like riffing on like Applebee's or
yeah,
whatever this is supposed to
chilies.
be.
Yeah. The bloomin' onion or
The
whatever.
bloomin' onion, yeah.
Was that from Outback Steakhouse, I think?
I think so.
Yeah.
So I do have to say, as a New Yorker, this is supposed to take place in like Buffalo and like
Is it?
yeah,
Oops.
and like an area out like right outside of an area incorporated into Buffalo.
Yeah.
A fancy air Black Rock is a fancy like upper class area of Buffalo.
That's the upscale Biggersons.
So it's like the Vancouver version of
I
Black.
guess so. So like all of this is so totally off. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Queens to find Bella. It'll take me 4.5 hours. Or no, I'll be there in 2 hours. It's like a 5 hour fucking drive. It's the other side of the state. I don't,
They did not do
I-
their research.
no.
No.
That was
love
when
it.
I actually knew these places.
Hmm. That's how I felt when they were pretending it was Richardson, Texas. And I was like, okay, Forest, whatever. Oh, one thing
Oh,
I
man.
really loved about that moment though, where he catches on fire and then he like tries to put it out, and then he gets wrapped up in the curtain, then he falls down.
I
Right when he falls down, again, there are no blinds, which is weird. The two guys looking for Sam are just standing at the window and they turn around and they're like, oh, there he is. And what I think
Mhm.
is really funny is that they think he's the Antichrist, but they have to watch him act like a total loser who can't even stay on his feet and knocked himself out. And they still end up believing he's the Antichrist. Like,
Because Jesus
what?
helped them.
Yeah, Jesus
Jesus
planned them in
helped
this
them.
direction.
Jesus caught Sam on fire.
Jesus caught Sam on fire and twisted him up in the curtains. Jesus made sure there were no blinds on that window.
Second episode
Jesus.
in 3 where there were no blinds for any reason. I thought that was so strange.
Yeah. And poor Sam getting beat up for no reason.
They really, like, that was one thing where I was like, okay, I don't like this. Because, like, they kept hitting him. And I was like, it was funny for a while. And he's even acting funny. He's like, yeah, the blah, blah. You know, he's kind of annoyed. But I didn't like that he was getting punched in the face. It made
He's
me
just
sad.
getting punched.
Also,
La la la.
I was thing I was going to talk about. I'm not kidding. I was going to say la la la.
La la la.
Rent free in my head. Like it's like a vocal stem. It is crazy.
I think
Like, that
about
is
it all the time.
crazy.
It still haunts me.
It's so
I
funny.
love
I think
it.
Well, and
I
Sam
wanna
is all
s-
like rosy cheeked and disheveled because he's getting like punched in the face, but he looks so pretty.
I would like to know if you guys get the same feeling that I do about Kubrick.
Is it the
I
la 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 guy?
That's the la la la
La la
guy.
la.
So he's also the Jesus guy,
Yes.
right?
That
Yeah.
one's so
So
funny.
what the idea that I get about him is
Mhm.
that when he's also the one who meets with Gordon.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So when he's meeting with Gordon, he's like following Gordon's lead because Gordon's a good hunter, but he
Right.
doesn't seem that confident. But then he's
Wasn't
meeting up
sure.
with the other guy and
Mhm.
they start talking about it. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Gordon's a good hunter, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah. But then when things start going right for them because of Sam's shit luck, I feel
Mhm.
like he is kind of like, ah, right.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a mission from God.
he says so
Now,
to Gordon at the end. Like he's like, yeah,
yeah,
I believe you because Jesus told me to.
Jesus,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you can even see Gordon kind of going, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
What?
this guy's crazy.
And he's like,
But he
great, we'll
like,
use it because he'll do what I want him to. Because the last line again in this episode is Sam Winchester must die, which is the
uh-huh.
last line of the cold open. But I thought
Mhm.
that was kind of interesting that Gordon is like, okay, I'm gonna use this guy as kind of like Jesus psychosis in my favor.
Yes, yes. But like, I feel like Jesus guy, uh, Kubrick,
Mhm.
um, he like grows into like this confident almost person, which is how he can
Mhm.
do things like ah la la la.
La, la,
Like
la.
I feel like if he hadn't been getting hit after hit because of Sam's bad luck, that he would be like, don't lie to me. Mm-mm. Like he would still be kind of reserved, but now he's like riding on this high of like,
Mhm.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
Jesus's chosen one. Like I'm gonna, I just, it's just so funny.
It's an
Um,
interesting like character development.
Yeah.
because I think even early on in the episode, when they're in the RV trying to plot out what to do,
Mhm.
Kubrick kind of is going along with what the other guy is saying.
Yeah.
Like the other guy says, well, we're not going to eat in the RV. Well, here's where we're going to go. And Kubrick is willing to go along with it until they start getting these hints. Like he's very much willing to just you know,
Follow the leader.
yeah.
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 And then
Yeah.
he's like, no, 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 no. Actually, I'm touched by God. I'm gonna start saying cool lines and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start beating up on a dude that looks like he could break me in half. Oh. I do not ship it. I'm just saying. I did not. That's not. Can we talk
I'm
about?
sure that's on
There's
archive of our own
Let's say
somewhere.
it's
Oh,
probably
I'm
on
sure
AO3
it
somewhere.
is. Oh my God.
For
Now I want to
sure.
go. find it just to see if it's there. Um,
Uh, I really love Bella and Dean's chemistry. That's one of my favorite
Yes.
elements.
oh, it's really good.
They are I love them. I
So good.
do ship it. I love them together.
Yes.
I think it's fun. I think back when I watched this, I called her like the Irene Adler of Supernatural. Like I think it's really fun in that way.
Ooh, yeah.
In a not super Hulock way, just in a like literary reference way. But I thought it was really funny at the end when like Dean was like, I can read people and I know you're not gonna shoot.
And
And
she
she just
bam,
hauls off and shoots Sam in the shoulder.
right in the middle
She's
of
Like,
so
what's
good.
wrong with you? And she's like, I'm a thief. I told you I was gonna shoot him. What do you mean what's wrong with me?
what are you talking about? I can't shoot you.
It's
I
just
because
so
I can't
funny.
hit you because you have the luck, but him,
I can't miss.
I can't miss.
And I
I
just thought
think
it
you'll
was
find.
like, oh, go ahead.
Sorry. When she says, "I think you'll find that belongs to me," or whatever. Just like
She's
you.
so cute. I
Why are
love
you
her.
so perfect? I just love her.
She's the
She's so
best.
good.
She's the
And
best.
I love she has a line when they're in her apartment, the we're all going to hell, Dean. Might as well enjoy the ride. That
Yes.
is so
Mm.
good. That is such a good line. Looking back on it, I'm
Mhm.
obsessed with that
Oh,
line.
And it's
I
like Dean's whole philosophy of the season.
Right.
right, because he is literally going to hell. I did not put that together, and now I will not be able
Right.
to stop
That is
thinking about
such
it.
a good like definition for both of them as
Mhm.
But she
characters.
Mm.
also is going to hell, right? We're gonna
Yeah,
Yeah.
find that out in a
we
couple of
don't know that for
episodes.
her
Right.
yet, but
Hmm.
so it's
But
such good
that's,
foreshadowing.
ooh, that
Yeah.
adds
Yeah.
some depth.
There's
Oh,
good writing. There's good writing. I
there's
was
good
gonna say
writing in
this
I
here.
season, but actually this is the beginning of really good writing because the first episode was not great. But
Yeah,
it's
every now and then they stumble across something like really brilliant, and it's
Mhm.
really brilliant.
I love it. I thought it was like a weird choice for Dean to word it like, what do you say? Let's burn that ugly ass piece of dead thing. And I was like,
That
why
was
did
weird.
you say that?
It
Like,
really had to
Piece of
fight
dead
for
thing.
that one.
what are
Yeah,
we doing?
ugly ass
But
piece of dead thing.
the cutest part to me, and this is like the last thing I'll say about it, and y'all can do final thoughts, is Sam cracking up at the end when Dean goes, son of a bitch, is just fully Jared. Like
Yeah,
Yep.
you can tell he
yeah.
turns away from the
He
camera. Just
turns away. Son of a bitch. Because he ad-libbed son of a bitch, right?
I don't know, but it would make sense.
I
Especially
think he
Probably.
ad-libbed it. And Jared wasn't expecting it. Just like almost lost his shit. And I'm surprised
Bella
that he
takes
didn't
the
just
lotto
fully,
tickets.
yeah. I'm surprised he didn't just fully lose it because I mean, we've seen on the behind the scenes that they just I don't know how they ever get anything
It's like wrangling kittens with
filmed.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I think the iconic line is my brother, he touched the foot. And I'm just like out of context, supernatural.
I
It's
lost
just
my shoe.
I lost my
I
shoe.
lost my shoe. I love at one point where he like Sam falls down and Dean just turns and goes, "Man, you suck."
Yes, that's like the
That
very
with like the
that's
really
the
dramatic music cut.
yes.
Oh,
And they're like because this is when he first has his like not the first bad luck where he drops every single
sorry.
dish in the world, but when they're like, okay, let's go get it back, and they're both like, hoo, 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 heroic music, hoo, hoo, and the
Well,
music just
yeah,
falls.
dies.
gone.
There's nothing in front of him because in the way the camera angle is so brilliant because it's just Dean and Sam coming at the camera, so you know they're literally running in the same like situation. There's not like something in front of
Yeah.
Sam that's not in front of Dean, and Sam just fucking fall. It's so good. This
And when
episode's
he
so
stands up,
funny.
his jeans are like completely torn and his knees are like 100% bloody. Like, how do you mess yourself up that much? Like,
That's how bad his luck is. He gets caught in
dude,
fire sitting on a
you suck.
chair.
Yes.
Dude,
I
you
just love
suck.
it. Dude, you suck.
And I think Sam goes, yeah, or something
Yeah.
like that. He's like, yeah. All right, final thoughts, and then we can rate this one.
I did all my thoughts, my thinking.
I,
I love Lauren Cohen.
Oh God, she's gorgeous. She's like
Amazing.
doesn't make sense that she
I
looks
would
like that.
listen to her read the phone book.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. All
I
right, are
love
we?
this episode.
I
I
know.
do too. I feel like I didn't write as many notes about this episode, but I realized that it's because we live watched this episode.
Hmm.
I forgot that.
This was the live watch episode that we did, which
The way
is
that I
that
just
is that a
watched
page
this.
right? Is that a Patreon tier?
It's not. It was for Sam's birthday.
Oh, it was a birthday.
And we're gonna on your birthday, Elle, we're gonna do the anniversary
Yay.
live watch too.
I'm excited.
I know we
Happy
have.
birthday to me.
When you're listening to this, you guys, this will have already happened months ago, but we're
Yeah.
recording
Yeah.
like during the summer when I have time. Okay, so let's do our descriptor for wardrobe for this episode. Again, they're horrendous, adorable, genuinely good, or terrible but great. Elle, what do you think?
I'm gonna do genuinely good, even though it was adorable. Um,
Yeah,
because adorable is like my baseline, but he's so freaking cute. Like it's amped up to like
yeah.
11 here with this little like nape curlies and his cutie scrunchy faces.
And his
I
blushy cheeks.
his blussy cheeks and his little general himness.
He's so
Genuinely good.
All right, Christy.
I also gave it a genuinely good.
Okay. I gave it an adorable. So like all good things. I just was like, he's so cute. Like he is genuinely a puppy in this one. And then like the part
Yeah.
where like he lost his shoe and he had like his little sock out. Like I was just like,
He kept wiggling
I
his
lost my shoe.
toes.
you squishy little guy. Okay.
I love it so much.
I know. So on the Sam fan friendly scale, 0 to 5, we're starting with screen time. Elle, what score did you give for screen time?
I'm gonna give this one like a 4.9.
Okay, great.
Every time he's on the screen, I'm happy. I'm
Okay.
laughing and happy.
Christy?
I gave it a 5.
Ooh, so we went from giving it like
Woo!
ones to giving it 5. So we are seeing
I was
all
in a much
manner
better
of-
mood.
Yeah. You're like,
Woo!
okay, I
That's
gave it
amazing.
I gave it a 4.5. I don't know why. I guess I should have given it a higher one. I'm gonna up
Give it whatever
mine.
you feel.
I think like how much screen time is what I'm thinking of.
Ah,
And he wasn't, but he was kind of in it a ton. And then when he wasn't, they were always looking
Right.
for
I
him or
figured it
talking
was
about
still
him.
about him.
Yeah. So I should have given it higher. I'm gonna up it to 4.7 because I'm like, no, I did it wrong because he had a lot of screen time and it was good stuff. Okay. Enjoyment. How much did you enjoy this as a fan of Sam?
5.
Oh yeah.
This is one of my favorites.
It's so funny.
And
It's
for
so
once,
good.
it's not because he's just getting the shit kicked out of him. For once, it's just
It's
joyful.
actually
It's just
fun.
funny.
It's actually
Just fun.
fun. Christy, what about you?
I also gave it a 5 again.
Oh my god.
I know. I love this episode so much.
It's so good. It's so funny. I give it a 4.9 only because like it isn't my I love it as much as you can. It's just not one of my favorites I'd put in my top 5 probably.
Oh.
So I would
Oh.
save a 5 in enjoyment for like a perfect episode for me. And while I love this
Ooh.
one, it's
Mm.
it's like missing a moment for me, I guess, for it to be
Huh.
a perfect score, but it still rules. Okay, last one, Hard Eyes. Oh, how high were your hard eyes?
5.
Get it.
For me, hard eyes, I know that if sometimes it's like hard eyes is like,
It's whatever
don't
you
know.
want it to be.
but for me it's also just like cute,
Squishy,
in squishy cuteness,
squishy
like
little baby.
anything that makes me love, and I love.
And that's what hard eyes do. They're
Mhm.
love in your eyes. Okay, Christy, what did you give it?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It was a 5.
A perfect score
It was
from
a perfect
Chris.
score.
Whoa.
Did we just watch your least favorite and most favorite
I
episodes
think we
in one
did.
episode?
That is so
Wow.
funny. Because, yeah, I think 1.6 is the lowest anyone's given any episode.
That is so funny.
And obviously, 5 is the
Yikes.
highest. That is so funny. That is
Yikes.
so funny. I gave it a 4.6 for Hard Eyes. I thought he was so cute. But his hair is not exactly what I would do for a 5. And we didn't see anybody yada yada. So,
Oh.
That's true.
hello.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you know how I need him to be like gently, like tenderly, like taking care of a scared victim for my, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Yes.
I love a sweetie pie, like goofy little scrunchy face, but it can't be my top hard eye because
I
it was
I
That's
lacking
think
those
fair.
things, and he kept getting
both of
punched in the
those.
face, and that makes
Yeah.
me sad.
Both of those things would get 5s from me. Yeah.
Fair.
He was just so sassy that I think that won out for me.
Yes, that
Well,
was
And
so
the and
funny.
the
oh,
and the
come
goofy
on.
little like toe wiggles when he lost his
Yeah,
shoe.
I lost my shoe. So
Oh, come on.
I gave it overall a 4.73. Elle, you gave it a 4.96. Christy obviously gave it a 5.
Straight
Overall,
5.
this is a 4.9. I
Wow.
know.
Wow.
We already went to the 4.9 this early in the season so far.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's see how our regular general rating system differs. So remember, it's writing, directing is 1, acting is 1, and then just like general enjoyment. Elle, how did you feel about the writing slash directing of this one?
I think the writing and directing were top notch, especially with some of the interactions with Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because you could always weave a little bit more lore in. Um, you can always layer a little bit more in. I'm gonna give it a like a 4.5
Sure.
for me.
Cool. Christy, what about you?
I gave it a 4.5 as well.
Cool.
Um, I really liked it, but again, I'm still stuck on the whole, did we just leave that bunker full of stuff there? Like, just,
I
That
completely
is
forgot about
true.
it already.
no.
Like, why did we do that? But is that this episode's writing flaw or later episodes' writing flaw?
Yes.
Ooh.
They set it up and then others fumbled the ball. Okay, I gave it a 5 for writing and directing. I thought that it was perfectly paced. It was a lot of physical comedy, which is really interesting to write, I think, as a director
Hmm.
as well. You have to be really good. The editing was really good because the timing was great. I just thought it was
Hmm.
very well done, like piece of writing. It was great. I liked it so much. Um, L, the next thing we're doing is acting. What
Acting.
would you score the acting of this episode?
I think the acting was so good. Like, they say that comedy is a lot harder to pull off
Yeah.
than tragedy, and this is all physical comedy, and they both knocked that part out of the park. And then the funny Jesus dude, like
So
he
funny.
was lie, lie, lie. I
La,
will
la, la.
never, for the rest of my life, anytime anyone ever says the word lie, that plays in my head. Just, it's automatic.
Mhm.
So, I'm gonna give the acting in this one a 4.75.
Cool. What about you, Christy?
I gave it a 4.5. You guys are stuck on that line.
Hmm.
For me, it's the guy really early on and it's a rabbit's foot, Grossman.
There were so many people in this episode. Every single one of them did their job so well. Everyone was so funny. Everyone, and even like the guy you just quoted, like who even is that guy's name? He still brought it enough for it to be a vocal
Right.
stem. Like
Yes.
everyone in this episode did a great job. I gave it a 5 for acting. I think the acting across the board was great. Not
It
one
was
person
really good.
was a weak link at all. So I'm like the opposite of this is like I'm giving it high scores now, and then like you guys are doing it lower than me, but it was
Huh.
the inverse on the Sam like almost said schedule on the Sam rating. So
We're on
last one
schedule.
is how much did you enjoy it just in general? Oh,
5.
hi,
5. 5.
Christy.
Yeah, 5.
I gave it a 4.5. It was fine.
It
Just
was
kidding.
fine.
4.5 is really high. I really, really
Yeah.
enjoyed this. Like it's great. So overall, for general rating, I gave it a 4.83. Elle gave it a 4.7. Chrissy gave it a 4.6. And so on our general scale, it got a 4.75. So it went from a 4.9 to a 4.75.
That's amazing
Isn't
still.
that crazy? I know.
That's still so good. Yeah.
It's such a good episode.
Wait
Yeah.
until we tell everyone that the scale actually just goes from 4.5 to 5. It's just
Is
So
that
really it's the
about-
worst the worst
it's the worst episode.
How does that compare to like the highest rated episodes we've done before?
The highest rated episodes we've ever done are 4.94 and 4.96, and they were
Dang.
last season, yeah.
Dang.
Because they were almost all fives. Like
Yeah.
when we did All Hell Breaks Loose Part 1, like we were all just like five, 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 five. Like it was a perfect episode for Sam.
Yeah. Reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did it, you
Woo!
guys.
We
These
did
two
it.
are rated, and
Yeah.
now we can go lay down. I'm tired.
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much for being on, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Yay, bye.